Okay, overall, not a bad night of premieres at all. Uh, Starting up with the victorious detention episode. Uh, that was one to have some, good expectations for. The startup already told us it was going to be good. I mean, they didn't have the normal first few scenes and then the theme song. They said, the screen said Victorious Presents. And then it said The Breakfast Bunch. That told you there was going to be something special about this. So it starts up, they're already at the school for their detention. And I'm thinking, are they going to have a flashback to show why they got detention or, what? Well, they briefly, explained what they were there for, and then they got the additional, detentions there. Now, the guy in charge of detentions is the vice principal, and that's typical for real life. Usually the vice principal deals with disciplinary issues. It's a job nobody likes, and people only take it because they hope to become a principal one day. Wazbags is a term being used very lately in Dan Schneider episodes. First they coined the term Waz for urinating, now Wazbags. That term was used in last week's iCarly when they were at the border, and now in this one. Now, I didn't think much of this vice principal's character. All the name kinda calling, it got old quick. I just didn't think much of it. You know, the way he was handing out detentions, it reminds me of a couple, teachers I had. Well, one I didn't have, but in high school there was this teacher who was infamous for giving detentions. If you slouched, if you looked at the clock, I mean, he was like a drill sergeant. He gave you detentions for everything. Along with his duck-sounding voice. Detention! Quack! And then, there was another teacher who gave zeros for acting up. And a friend of mine got 8 zeros in one day. He got the first one for not having his work done. Then he says, F you. Only he said the actual F word. He says, you have another one. He says, shut up. He says, 3. He says, you can give me 5 more for all I care. Okay, you got 8 now. Oh, the memories that brings back. Cat? Never had a taco before? Well, reminds me. I never had a Taco Bell until I was 18. I would tell my friends I never had a Taco Bell before. They would not believe me. I'm not making this up. So, Trina delivers the tacos. I was wondering if she was going to get caught and thrown in detention too. But, there was the hallway chase, and they locks her in the janitor's closet. I was wondering if he'd get in trouble for that. And then she finds the secret passage to the library. Wow. Now, and Kat and Robbie have a taco for the first time. I wonder if this offended vegans. You know, sending them the message that it was something to be cured of. Now, I don't know. Now, my sister's a vegetarian, and I think Daniela Monet is. I don't know. I know she's involved with Peter, but I don't know. I'm just speculating. So it was so they go on to the singing part, and it was good and weird. You know, all this talking about nonsense stuff. It was just interesting, and they get into the music. Well, you know the inevitable that's coming up. Tori and Robbie, giving a sneak peek at what's coming up in the season. Yeah, that's coming. Possibly, Kat and Robbie, you saw how they were acting toward each other. Oh, wow, that, And then, the music, all throughout the show. What have I said? Look at what Victoria has done to Les Moldies. She makes them awesome. And you heard it in the background music again this time. Wow. So, this one was awesome. Okay, on the big time rush. And all I have to say, the plot was very unoriginal. Friends breaking up and, moving out. That's been done before, and then it happens over and over again. I'm like, come on, this is getting old. You know what? This show is now a horse that needs to be put out of its misery. It is past its peak. Going through my mind the whole time watching it. Well, at the end, one thing finally happens that makes my heart jump in a whole inch. Take a guess what that was. Yeah, when they were out rehearsing, Erin appears in the crowd. Oh, Erin. Oh, just an overjoyed to just finally see her. What a great lady she is. Just turned 21 and juggling college with her acting career. I heard from her mother that her physics teacher has invited her to be a teaching assistant next semester, though I don't know that she'll have time to do it. Yeah, but just so much of a real person she is. That leaves one more show to go, and Super Ninjas. This was the best one so far. Could tell from the beginning it seemed good. You had that guy who looked like the grandfather, which really got you curious right away. Then Julie makes a reappearance in this one. So, which is good. She was good in the last episode. I think it was the one before that. And then the beans spilled, or almost spilled, Carlos revealing in front of Mike and Amanda that Mike has feelings for Amanda. And then we find out at the end who this grandpa guy is, and then the cliffhanger. It is to be continued. We shall see where it goes. This show is starting to get better. It is taking the necessary risks to get better, because it's been a good show all along, but now it is stepping beyond its comfort zone. Okay, next week we've got a new Victorious and a premiere of the brand new Nickelodeon series, How to Rock. So, we look forward to that. Till next week, this is your Nickelodeon Nutcase.